Welcome back to Gameplays. Today we're going to be looking at a couple of skull games. One of these I picked up from Temu a long time ago. This one here, it was selling on Temu for around 20 bucks, I believe. And then this one here, I just recently picked up at Value Village for only $8. And I'm inclined to say that this is a legit copy of Skull. This one, because it came from Temu, pretty skeptical on it. So we're just going to be looking at them, seeing what the differences are like, seeing if the one from Temu is a ripoff or not. So to start things off, the one thing that I noticed right away on this skull here is that it's from Space Cowboys. And I thought that was going to be a dead giveaway because I don't remember any of that kind of badging on here. But it does show that it was published by this Lui-même, or however you pronounce that. Kind of a French publisher there, and that publisher is listed on Board Game Geek. So I do believe that it could be legit in that fact, but otherwise, the boxes themselves, the imagery is quite similar, although the color is a little bit different. This one is definitely a little bit more faded to it. This is a lot more vibrant and colorful, and I mean the textures are still both kind of there. Box size, of course, is quite similar. But yeah, if I had to say that one was more premium, I'd probably pick this one here, mostly due to the color issues there. Like everything just pops a little bit more on this one. This one definitely seems a little bit more faded. And on the backs of the boxes, it's basically the exact same sort of thing here. We have the French up here, English down here, and then we have the Space Cowboys on this. But otherwise, the images are all the same. Essentially, this one shows that it was made in Poland. This one says it was made in China, which is kind of interesting. But either way, they look quite similar. So, with the boxes out of the way, let's look at the interior here. And again, just seems like a little bit of a color difference here. This is almost a little bit more of a purple to this kind of navy blue. And this has the orange on there, whereas this is pretty basic. But they each start off with French writing, and then you get to the second half, and then you have the English, which that's the same on this one as well. It might just be like that because it's from two different publishers. I'm not 100% sure or not. And the one thing that I also found pretty interesting was this one from Value Village. It looks like it's brand new. They never punched out any of the pieces yet. And I'm wondering if maybe this was like a pickup from Winners or something, and whoever got it as a gift, maybe they looked inside the box and then they see that it's in French, and they're just like, what the heck, I can't even play this game. Maybe. I'm not sure why else it would end up at Value Village, because yeah, this is completely intact, which is pretty amazing. Let's take a little look-see here at what we got on this side, and we can compare some of these images here. So there's that one. Yeah, they look pretty similar. Again, it just seems like this is a little bit more vibrant, and for whatever reason the texture kind of shows through more on this one. I don't know if you can see that a little bit there, but yeah, I mean otherwise they feel very similar. This might be a little bit more of a smoother finish, but very similar. A little bit of coloring difference, and again, I'm not 100% sure if that's publisher or if that's Temu. Could be a Temu thing where they're trying to catch you slipping. just a little bit better coloring on this Value Village version compared to the Temu one. And even like the centering of it, like this looks a lot better. This is obviously closer to the side over here. Yeah, just small differences, but they are noticeable side by side. Like even this, I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of shines, whereas this is pretty flat. You know, like all of these are reflective almost. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. And then a lot darker and a little bit more color on this side. So there definitely is a difference between these. It just pops a little bit more on the Space Cowboys version is maybe what I should be saying. And then yeah, again, this side is reflective, whereas this one not so much. I mean, either way, you can still play the game, obviously, with the Temu version. Although I don't think you can get it anymore. Let's compare some of the flowers. Yeah, same sort of thing. It's just very similar, a little bit off. Texture is a little bit nicer. Color's nicer. Centering is nicer. Yeah, so there's definitely some flaws with the Temu one. Nothing that will stop you from playing the game. It's obviously playable, and it's a really good game. But, I mean, they were selling this for like 20 bucks on Temu when I bought it. I ended up getting like a wicked deal. It was like 50 bucks for 10 items or something along those lines. So each item ended up being like $5 or $6 by the end of it all. But if you were to buy this game just by itself and it was $20, I'm sure the legit game doesn't cost that much more. So if that's the case, then worth buying a legit one. Because yeah, there is definitely some differences. There's some quality issues on the Temu version. You know, like I said, I don't know if it's 100% Temu or if maybe it's the publisher is a little different. I'd probably say it has more to do with Temu, as I've seen this with other games that I've gotten from Temu where the coloring is a little bit off and certain things like that are pretty noticeable. So yeah, anyways, I just wanted to do a quick video there, kind of see what the differences were, if there were any differences, see if I could come away with an answer of, you know, whether it's worth it or not to buy a Temu game. Okay, so there we go. That was the two Skull games head to head. It was definitely interesting to see how these games matched up. I'd say this was a pretty close comparison from Temu, but there's definitely some lack in quality, quite a few minor things, but they all stack up, and in this case I'd say it's very noticeable to see which is fake, which is real, unless I'm way off and this is actually just the publisher's issues here. Either way, in this case I'd say for sure that this one here, the legit one from Space Cowboys that I picked up for $8 at Value Village, takes the cake. If you can find this game, I definitely recommend picking it up. It's a really great bluffing game. Super simple, lots of fun, and a pretty easy game to learn overall. But that's going to be it for this video. If you guys want a video on how to play this game, let me know down in the comments. And otherwise, feel free to like this video or subscribe to my channel. That will be awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. See ya.